Hello, vlog. So I have been in the biggest reading slump this month, and I really want to get myself out of it. So I decided to turn on my camera and start a weekly reading vlog and go ahead and finish and maybe even start some books. I am currently reading 3 books and I'm having the hardest time finishing them. I'm reading Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. I got to page 222. I'm also reading Big Swiss on my Kindle. I am currently on page 211. Also on my Kindle, Never Saw Me Coming by Tanya Smith. I'm just in a reading slump, and I feel like maybe if I keep my vlog camera on and do a weekly reading vlog, it might motivate me to finish some of these books. So let's go ahead and continue reading Big Swiss right now.
And whether he spends much time as Greta slathering it all over himself, slathering it all over his wife, getting it all over the sheets, tracking it to the bathroom, spitting it out in the sink, washing it off in the shower, and never forgetting.
Hi, so I just finished Big Swiss, and I still don't know how I feel about it. It was bizarre. So it's about a woman named Greta who is a transcriber for a therapist, and she ends up falling in love with the other main character, which is, her name's actually like Flavia, but she refers to her as Big Swiss. She ends up like falling in love with her through her transcripts and ends up meeting her in real life, and they end up having like an affair. It was written like not sexy. Like the smut parts were written like as if the writer was talking about them eating a sandwich at lunch. It was like not sensual in any way, and Greta is just really weird, just a really weird character. I don't know how, and the ending didn't satisfy me just because there wasn't a conclusion to their relationship. If I think about it more, it'll come into a more satisfying realization. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. It really left me confused. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start People We Meet. Continue People We Meet on Vacation. I just realized that my work book club is actually meeting on a book that I haven't even started yet. Go ahead and try to binge The Briar Club by Kate Quinn on my Kindle. I have to read it by Friday, so let's go ahead and binge this book and read as much as we can because I really want to make it to my work's book club. Hi, so I am really trying to binge The Briar Club to finish it by Friday, or actually Thursday, because my book club meeting is on Friday. I'm on page 157, and so far what I've got is The Briar Club is basically a group of women from the 1950s who all live together in the same housing apartment, and they all meet up and they like cook and they just like chat, and you're following each of their lives, so you have multiple point of views. And right now I am following Rika, which is the oldest lady of the group, who moved to America from Germany, and is basically her past and her journey from Germany to America during the Holocaust and during that time period of the Holocaust and things like that. And you get her perspective from what she's had to endure during that time. And so far I'm really loving it. These characters are in very great detail. You get really into their stories. So 157, that's 40% in, and I have to read like 103 pages a day in order to finish by Thursday. I got to page 150 yesterday, so I read a little bit more than I needed to. So today I actually just need to read like 60 pages, but I'll try to get as much reading done as possible, of course, and try to finish this book. Oh, and I forgot to say, the point of views of the ladies is in 1950, but it also keeps going forward to 1954, where they discovered like 2 bodies in the Breyer house, which is where the ladies are living right now. So we don't know what happened. We don't know who died. We don't know who these bodies are or how they died. But it keeps bouncing back to 1950 of the ladies and to the detectives in 1954 trying to discover what happened in that house. Hey, babe.
Amy, your wife. Beautiful.
Thank you. What?
You're beautiful.
Thanks. Arlene, the landlord, she is just so mean, and she is like so racist. I can't stand her. And Grace, she's the icon of the group. You can tell she's lived a like well-rounded life. She's just a badass, and she like protects everybody. Love her. Hate Arlene. Arlene can just go away, but she can't because she's literally the landlord of the house. Hello, so I finished People We Meet on Vacation yesterday. That brings me to 2 finished books. Yes, I don't know what it is, but putting on a camera and having a reading vlog just really just makes me finish books, and it feels really great. This book, however, did not make me feel that great. I love Emily Henry. Everything I read of hers is probably 4 or 5 stars. This one was not for me. I found it boring, which is why I think it took me so long to get through. I will give my final rating at the end. This one didn't do it for me, which is crazy because I loved Book Lovers. It was probably one of my favorite romance novels I've ever read. So yeah, I will give my final score at the end though. As for the Briar Club that I've been reading on my Kindle, I am on page 241 right now. So far, it's really easy to read. So let's continue reading the Briar Club, and maybe later today I will pick out a new book for me to read. Okay, I know I said before that Mrs. Nelson really isn't part of the group, but she actually is, and I realized that the first chapter was actually the point of view of Mrs. Nelson's son, Pete, and Mrs. Nelson just kind of shows up. She hasn't had her own point of view yet, but she is part of the group. She wants her son to basically drop out of school early and help make money for her. She's not the best. I mean, she's not Arlene, but she's not necessarily the best, and she has like an old way of thinking and isn't very accepting for like minorities, but yeah. Hello, it is Thursday now, and I finished Briar Club last night. It was so good, and I was only gonna read like another 100 pages or so, and then finish it today, but the minute I got to like Grace's chapter at the end, I had to know what she was about, and I am so glad I did, because I ended up just reading it all the way through that last 100 pages. I'm really happy that I finished that. That's my third book finished this week now. Oh my gosh, y'all, we are getting through it. So I went ahead and started Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas last night, and I got to page 105. I'm on chapter 9 right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to read Crescent City and see where we get by the end of the week. Maybe I'll finish this by the end of the week. Maybe I'll start a new book. Who knows? I'm speeding through these books now that I have a camera on, so let's keep it going. Hello vlog. It is time to wrap up my weekly reading vlog and give you my final reviews on all the things. The beginning of the week I was reading Big Swiss on my Kindle, and that one was really interesting. Definitely had a lot of twists and turns, and I had a good time, but for the most part I gave that one 3.75 stars. And then I was also reading People We Meet on Vacation. I didn't like as much as I liked her other books. I still liked it for the most part, so I gave this one 3 stars. Yeah, next book I read, Briar Club, for my works book club, and that book is so good. I just love the characters. You really got to experience other people's lives. I'm so happy I read the Briar Club. I gave that one 4 stars. I started Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and I got to page 231, so I'm not done with it yet, but so far, of course, I'm loving it. I love Sarah J. Maas. She can build a world. She can create these characters that you just love and fall for, and yeah, I am enjoying this one so far. I can't imagine it being anything less than 4 stars. There we go. That is my weekly reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!